Hello. So
Hi.
today, you get to meet one of the souls that you know when you meet, you never forget. And that is my Tracie. And so I get to introduce you to my sweet friend Tracie. And we met online years ago through a Deb Erickson program. We were dialed in to level up our life and business. And this woman was incredible for what we were joining. And we ended up talking online. And it was during COVID that
Yes.
later in COVID, I guess it was, that I had a magnetic eyelash business, which is making me giggle at the sign that my son got at Christmas time for the, what is that? It's like a shopping experience at school. And it says, I'm not perfect, but my lashes are.
I love it.
So that's how we connected online, and we'd circle back. And I remember following Tracie for she is a focus of health and wellness and all things in realness. She posted a couple of stories of like, this happened and then I did this, and I was like, oh, she's my girl, she's honest, she's raw. And she was getting out there and exercising, and I was like, hey, I'm so happy for you, you're inspiring me, I need to, like, start moving again. And then we started connecting. And then when I launched the Worthy Collective, she said yes. And so why don't you share a little bit about you, who you are, what you have going on, more about you.
Okay, so long story, but we'll keep it short. So just decided to recreate myself 3 years ago. Made the decision to move country, not from Australia, but from Colombia. And I decided after 32 years of not studying to study psychology. So that was my way of recreating myself. So I'm doing that, and I can't believe that I'm in my final semester. Time flies when you're having fun, or when you're not having fun as well. So yeah, and now I have a vision of, you know, staying in the US and doing what I love, and also trying my hand at passive income, thanks to you. And it's been incredible. So yeah, and it's really important for me to stay healthy. Mental health is really important for me as well. Um, Something that I felt that I struggled with more so before I came here. And yeah, so here I am.
So incredible. Such an inspiration. And that's why I was so excited to be able to do the interview, because I know that your message will be of hope to a number of people that see this and understand the possibilities are up to us. So,
They are.
so
Definitely.
important. So with that, I have 3 questions that I have prepared to be able to ask Tracie in organization of our Worthy Collective. So what inspired you to join the Worthy Challenge? Because it was a 10-week challenge. And what was your biggest, or what were your biggest takeaways?
Okay, so I've been watching you for a while, okay, and I like how that you're consistent, um, and also supportive, fun, all that sort of stuff. And so when you came to me about the group that you're forming, I'm like, okay, I love community. And that's where we met as well.
Mhm.
So for me, well, actually, it was after Deb Erickson that I felt like I lost that community. Okay. And
100%.
with all of my huge changes, I mean, they've been massive. And then when you offered to join this community, look, I had no expectations, but they've exceeded all of them. Okay. Because I wasn't expecting to have all of these incredible, empowering women coming together and creating this really wonderful community that you get the personal like the personal touch from everyone and the aha moments. Oh my gosh, it was just incredible. So when you said that, you know, we have this community, for me, it was a no-brainer. The takeaway that I got from it, beyond anything that I could ever imagine. Honestly, I could even get emotional now because it was the takeaway. Where do I start? Like seriously, the support, the tools that I was able to take away from the stories that I heard and listened to. Yeah, it was just absolutely incredible. I feel like I've grown more as a person tenfold, definitely tenfold, because of the community.
Well, what I can say for sure is that you have been the extra light as the guides every time we talk. And they're like, oh, Tracie and Avril. I mean, because of your participation, because we know that there's so many people that watch the replay or the ones that would never turn on their video because of timing, circumstances, comfort. I mean, whatever their reason was, was
And
different.
that's
And so,
fine.
yeah, great. The difference was you were dialed in and there was times where you couldn't even join, so yeah, that participation, I want to say and can, say to you is that we see that you chose in. You didn't just choose in to say, I want to be a part of it. You chose to be a part of it when you could.
Yeah, and I think when you choose to be authentic and show up and choose in, okay, I got so much more out of it because I did those things.
Mm-hmm. So
I
true.
walked away. I walked away every single time. It's like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. Like I knew in my soul that this was the place that I had to be. And you don't actually realize that. You think, oh no, oh, I don't have time, or I've got other things. But when you show up and you choose, yes, that talk
Those
in you,
that like
right?
conversation where it's like, oh, you're too busy. You don't have time to do this. It's Sunday. Why did Maggie choose Sunday? Or blah, 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 blah.
I know, but then afterwards, it's like, now I know why I had to join this every single time. And even friends that I've spoken to afterwards, it's like, la 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 la. So yeah, it's great. I love it.
So grateful. So grateful. Second question. Um, how would you say that participating in the challenge help you overcome personal barriers and limiting beliefs?
Well, I feel like, again, because I chose in, I feel like because I did that and that I was open because I had so many limiting beliefs, right? And because of that, I was able to get the tools and the resources from other people in the so yeah, for me it was a no-brainer.
So awesome. So finally, what advice would you give to someone considering joining our worthy collective membership?
What's the best thing that could happen if you did?
Mm.
Like really? I've advanced so much personally. And just like I love the notes, the love notes, the messages, the reminders. Like I'll go out and I think the community's already there. You're there in my ear. Because of all of those classes, all of those workshops that we did, it's like, oh, hang on. Oh, I'm feeling anxious, or I have anxiety, or I feel like I have those limiting beliefs. And then you will pop up, or Laurie, or one of the other community men, and remembering like the messages that we're receiving, like, okay, so you change your mindset.
Mhm.
So what's the best thing that you could do? What would be the best thing that would happen if you did join?
Right. Yep. Well, and I feel that way. I totally, and it's really wild this worked out the way it did because there was a ladies' night in my town last night.
Mm.
And I bumped into somebody from Mary Kay that I've known for years. And it was the normal, like, how are you? How are you? What's going on? What are you
Yeah.
doing? Da, 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 da. And we went back and forth. And she'd asked me what had done, what I'm working on. And I said, there's so many gifts that I've been given in my career in different opportunities, whether it was like that first job I remember having outside of babysitting at a little pizza place. The takeaways I saw there was it was a family-owned business. They worked really hard and they had great communication skills for
Mm,
young teenagers. And I admired and respected more of that business environment because it wasn't a franchise. It was, they were doing, and you could feel it like, ooh, they made a great decision. Then you'd be like, we might need to work on this. But yet there was a different feeling because there was a different ownership.
right.
Like the owners would work. They showed up on shift. They trained
Yes.
us hands on,
Yes.
right? So what I realize is I've taken something from every space. And in Mary Kay, one of the biggest things that I took away was the personal development, the mindset, like so many great,
Beautiful.
like I was a part of Mary Kay for years. So I took away a number of things. I think that pizza job might have been a summer, you know what I mean? A couple months compared to years. Yet the biggest difference of what I realized when I was doing my own work was what I was missing from that experience. And what I was missing was the community.
Yes.
I've done Bible studies. And I'm not going to say all the different groups, but there are a number of different, like more so that physical networking, and those were good and are good. I don't want to say any
Exactly.
names to say that's not good. Yet, understanding that that is the difference of not utilizing technology, because there is something special, like we will hug. We will physically freaking hug at one point or another. The difference is,
But in the meantime, I get all my love notes. I get my love notes.
and we get to be online like this. Like the
I
technology
know.
is the blessing. But what I was
Yes.
missing the most was this.
Yes.
I was missing that community. And what I told her last night was that in which I realized I learned and gained, and what was missing, I finally put this together. This
You've
has
done
been
it.
on my heart, and I have meandered through a number of years hoping that this company, this product, this person, this thing was going to bring me my community. And for a time, I met you because of that community.
Yes.
And then when
Yes.
it was over, I was like,
I know. And we reconnected. Like there's a reason for that as well.
yep. And
And
what I realized today, this was my breakthrough today. I have a black belt in success and I have a
yes.
black belt in failure because I have failed many times over, yet it's also how I've succeeded. And that
Exactly.
succession of knowing that the value of community is so great. And even
Mm.
in that worthy collective that we cut off because it was a 10-week challenge and we didn't allow anyone in after the second week. We were like, nope, we're in it. This is it. So it was very sacred, yet it didn't grow, which is hard for me. It's really hard for me, but I didn't know how to grow it,
Mm.
keep that door open and possibilities flowing. And so that's why we've transitioned into the membership so that
Love
people
it.
can come in and they are free to come and they're free to go. And I've also stepped up my communication because there are things that I love and there were things that were missing and things that were adjusted. Yet the greatest opportunity is that you passed on this gift to your friend Avril in Colombia.
Yes. Oh
And
my gosh. And
so,
and the
I mean, like, wait till we do that interview. Like, I know, like, So the difference here is that we can do events, we can go to the gym, we can go to these places and have community in a circle, body to body, belly to belly, toe to toe, all that. And that is precious, priceless, and amazing when you find it. And we can have this. And we
Ex-
are going to get together in January, working
Yay.
on the next details. Once
Oh,
we launch this, then that's the
yes.
next ring in my quest in what I know I've needed and what I had loved and adored from my past and how it got me through, just like you said, it got me
Yes.
through so many different parts of my life. I showed up to events in the past for myself. I showed up for my business. Sometimes I showed up for my marriage. Sometimes I showed up as need for parent, but I showed up. I chose in, and I want that opportunity for others because I feel like this is so much greater to know that we can have this chatter because our mind
Mm,
is like a bad neighborhood, but the difference is we should never go in alone. And when you
exactly.
have somebody else, like a guide, like Lori, Tamara, Heidi, Stacy, even and
Incredible.
Karen White's share goes like this. It
Yep.
completely shuts off the negative talk and says, no, 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 you're worthy, you're made wonderfully, incredibly in a way that, reminding us how we're
Well,
made.
and also, even though we have the distance between, we're on camera and stuff, but you just feel so supported. Like having the Zoom calls and being on the end with tears and just having those aha moments when someone, says something and then you share something about what you're going through and you just feel like the community and the friends are just there holding you, giving
Mhm.
you space. You don't get that everywhere.
No, not at all.
And then getting off the call to saying, this is a place I need to be. Like just that reconfirmation that this is the place that I need to be. We could always give excuses. Oh no, I can't do this because of these reasons. Yeah, we all have them. But what's the best thing that could happen if you started? Man.
Such a good question. And such truth in that light, and how many women I come across and like, oh, I'm too busy. I can't. And it's more like, I won't,
Yep.
and nothing will change because if nothing changes, nothing changes.
There's
And
no
that
growth.
is death.
There's,
It's
there's
death.
no growth in change without change. You
Yeah.
don't grow.
Nope. 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 Not at
So,
all. And being in a place, in a space to be able to grow among other women who are willing,
in-
ready, able.
incredible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would dare say, I will say with
Yes.
100% that Stacy would say that she has lived through the last few months in such a different way.
Got goosebumps. I know. And watching everyone grow as well and
Mhm.
stepping up and stepping in. Like incredible.
So grateful.
Love it.
Well, love, I promise you, I'm going to physically hug you within, I want to say in the next probably 4 to 5 months max.
Oh my
Like
gosh. Can you
seriously.
imagine?
I
Seriously.
do imagine it. Gosh, dang it. Oh, my grandma would always say when your hair, when you've got the chills, or what do they say? Like something, there's all sorts of different terms and different, but
Oh
yeah,
yes.
when you get the chills, angels are visiting you. Bring it on. I'll take it all. I am, yes, I'll take all the
I'm
support,
ready.
help,
I'm ready.
guidance, all
Ready.
of it. And you are
Yep.
an angel because you have such a heart and your desire for everyone around you to be great.
Mm,
And that's that choice that you chose in 3 years
yes.
ago. Your future and your girl's example is completely changed by that.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Can't
precious.
wait.
So precious. I love it. I love it. I love it. So if you're at all curious, reach out, get the information you need so that you can check us out. We have a special link that you'll be able to have that will give you 1 month for free so that you can check it out, see what it's about, so that you can make your decision, gives you time to, see what we're all about. And we know that the timing will be right for whom it will be right for, and that we're not right for everyone, yet we're looking for those who are open, they're ready, they want to gather, they want to grow, and they want to be inspired. So thanks, Trace. I absolutely love you.
Thank you. I love you too. Mwah.